Hello traders, welcome to a new trader prop funding guide. Today I want to talk again about a company. I made a video on them a while ago, but I wanted to talk and give an update for 2025. We're talking about Take Profit Trader, which I consider to be probably the most underrated firm right now. You don't hear a lot of people talk about them, but they have some really good features and things that I think make them one of the best ones out there. Now, as always, I'm going to go through the table of contents. I'm going to put timestamps in the video as well so it's easier to navigate. And remember, you can use code PABT to get the best discount available at any time. Right now, they're having a 40% off lifetime discount with no activation fee, and also you can get refunded for your test evaluation on your first payout. So potentially you could get funded without costing you anything. So definitely check that out. So we're going to talk about the account types, platforms, the rules, account comparisons, advantages and drawbacks that I think objectively about this company. And then I'm going to show you just a couple of examples of how fast they process the payouts, which I think is the best thing about this firm. And we're going to talk about that. So account sizes, they offer 5 different account sizes from 25,000 to 150,000. As always, each one is going to have its profit target, its maximum position size. And you can see they have the conversion 1 to 10 minis to micros, which that's a good thing because some companies don't allow you to really use a 1 to 10 factor between the contracts. There's a daily loss limit, and there's an end-of-day trailing drawdown in the test stages. I'm not going to read all the numbers here. You can pause and read them more in detail if you want to take a look at this. So let's just go over a quick overview here. This is of the account rules. This is from their website, some of their advantages. Number of trading days in order to get funded. Take Profit Traders 5 days. There are some companies that you can get funded in as little as 1 or 2 days, but many of them will make you trade 7, 10, or even more. So 5 days is a pretty reasonable amount. Minimum days until first withdrawal, this is 0. This is one of the big things with them, and I'm going to talk more about this when we talk about the payouts. But they have one of the fastest and best payout policy. Withdrawal process immediate. There's no drawn out process. Contract limits, test versus account. No. A lot of companies will give you a scaling. They don't allow you to use all the positions, the trade size right from the get-go. Not the case with Take Profit Trader. You can use maximum contracts from the beginning. You are able to reset your funded pro account up to 3 times. So this is the first company I ever saw that actually allowed to reset a funded account. Fees for pro account. There's a one-time fee of $130 to activate an account and get funded. But like I said, a lot of times, like right now, they have a sale with no activation fees. So this is actually going to be 0. And even if you have to pay it, it's a one-time fee. There's no monthly fee to be funded. And live support 24/7. Now, platform, this is another thing. Many companies now are starting to veer towards only offering the CQG data feed route, which is Ninja, TradingView, Tradeovate, or the Rhythmic route where you get, a lot of options, Sierra, Bookmap, MotiveWave, Quantower, etc. There's another feed now that's getting more attention, which is the DX feed, like companies like My Funded Futures are offering it, but they dropped all the Rhythmic platforms, so that's one of the bad things. With Take Profit Trader, you still have access to pretty much most any platform you see on the screen here. Now, let's talk about the 6 test rules that are in place for Take Profit Trader. The core rules are: hit your profit target, do not exceed your maximum position size, but either way, it's not going to allow you to go over the size that is allocated for your account. Rule 3, do not hit your daily loss limit. This daily loss limit is a hard limit rule. That means if you hit that limit, you will lose your account. Some other companies have what they call a soft daily loss limit, that if you hit it, they're just going to freeze your account until the next day. With Take Profit Trader, if you hit the daily loss, you lose your account, so you got to be careful. 4, do not hit your end of day maximum trailing drawdown. During the test phase, it is calculated on an end of day basis, which is a lot more advantageous for the trader. 5, trade approved products. Trade during approved time, so you want to be out of the market by 4 p.m. Eastern when the stock markets officially close. And rule 6, be consistent. There is a 50% consistency rule. So some companies do not have consistency rules in the evaluations, but a 50% consistency rule, that's a pretty wide consistency rule. That basically means that you just need to split your profit target into at least 2 separate days. So potentially you can pass, you do need to trade 5 days. So, ideally you just want to take your profit target and try to split it into a realistic amount that you can look for each day. So minimum 5 days, 50% consistency in evaluation. You cannot use any bot or algorithmic high frequency trading. Trade copiers are allowed, and you are now you can trade up to 5 accounts at the same time. And then the activation fee, like we talked about, a one-time $130 fee, but sometimes, like right now, there are sales where there is no activation fees. Now, once you pass your test account and you get funded, you're going to go first into what they call the pro account. So the rules for the pro account, pretty similar, everything. No high frequency trading bots. If the market is extremely volatile, this is, not really applicable, but like, for example, during the pandemic, the market was crashing and it was hitting the CME down limit for the day. You need to be aware of what the up and down limits are, and you need to be out of any positions before these are hit. Now, to keep your pro account active and open, you need to trade at least 1 time per trading week, so from Sunday night to Friday afternoon. If you have a specific situation in your life, they say that you can talk to customer support and you can work something out, but they just don't want people sitting on unused accounts, so you're expected to trade once a week. There's no consistency rule once you are SIM funded. Daily loss limit is the same as the test account for whatever size you have, and again, remember, it's a hard limit, so if you hit it, you're going to lose the account. No news trading allowed. You can trade news on the test. In the pro funded, you cannot trade news 1 minute before, during, or after. And specifically, they talk about 3 restricted news events: FOMC, non-farm payroll, and CPI, which are the most volatile events that there are. Do not exceed your maximum position size. And then this is what I talked to you about. For me, the best aspect of this company is the payout policies. Payouts with no restrictions from day one above the buffer for a 80% split. So for every, let's say, $1,000, you keep 800 and they get 200, etc. Now, the buffer equals to the size of the max drawdown of your account. So if you have a $50,000 account with a maximum drawdown of 2,000, that means as long as you are above 52,000, anything above that amount, you can request to get paid out. If you request to take money out from within your buffer, then you are going to be pretty much just forcing to close your account. So obviously just always keep that buffer room and do not request withdrawals that are going to go into your buffer balance. Okay, now the Pro Plus account, this is once you've proven yourself a consistent trader, they're going to offer you a real live funded account where you're going to be trading actual live money from the company. So when you hit 5,000 in profits on your Pro Sim funded, you're going to get an invitation to Pro Plus, which is going to, there's no daily loss limit. There's a 90-10 profit split. There's no buffer requirements. So meaning you can pretty much just take any profits above your starting zero balance whenever you want. Okay? Now, quick comparison between Test Pro, Pro Plus. So environment, these two are sim. Pro Plus is an actual live. Withdrawals, nothing on the test from day one on Pro Plus. Profit split, again 80-20 in Pro, 90-10 Pro Plus. Maximum number of accounts, you can have unlimited test accounts. You can have up to 5 Pro or Pro Plus account or any combination of the two. Maximum withdrawal amount, there's no max on either of the funded. Buffer requirement, you do need, again, a buffer equal to your trailing drawdown size in Pro. No buffer in Pro Plus. Daily loss rule, you have it in both Test and Pro, not in the Pro Plus. Drawdown, end of day in the Test, intraday, so trailing unrealized gains in the Pro and Pro Plus. So you just got to be very careful not to give back profits on your funded accounts. Consistency rule, yes, in the Test 50%, none on the fundeds. News rule, nothing on the Test, and yes, you have the 1 minute restriction before, during, after on the fundeds. Scaling plan, none. You can use your maximum position sizes at any moment. And the commissions, you got $5 or 50 cents round trip on the Test and the Pro Plus. For the and the Pro Plus, it's depending on the brokerage rate that the company is using for the live funds. Okay, now let's go over a quick list of advantages and disadvantages of Take Profit Trader. Advantages, and this is a really big one. Fast payouts with no restrictions above buffer. This is the best policy there is out there. Most companies are going to ask you to have a consistency rule to get a payout, or you're going to have 5 days of X amount of profits in order to ask for it, or you need to wait until 2 payout periods every month. Take Profit Trader, you can request a payout any day of the month. There's an online wallet feature where you can fund almost like a bank account, and you can just have the money there to buy evaluations, to pay for resets, etc. Then there's an end of day drawdown in the test accounts, as opposed to a trailing drawdown like companies, for example, like Apex that still have it. There's no position scaling. Use your maximum size at any time. News trading is allowed in the test account. A lot of companies will not allow it at all. You can reset pro-funded accounts up to 3 times. You can copy trade up to 5 accounts, and you can have 5 funded accounts combined at one time. They allow mini to micro scaling. So that means if your account allows 10 minis, you can also trade 100 micros of the same instrument, etc. They offer CQG and Rhythmic platforms, so you get a ton of different options to use for your trading. It's a no drama firm. Recently there's been a lot going on in the prop firm space. You have companies like Fast Track Trading that just has imploded. You have employees and CEOs from different companies attacking and saying things about their competitors and fighting and accusations, etc. Take Profit Trader, it's pretty much very low-key, no drama. They're just there offering a great product, and you never really hear any controversies. They're always paying all their traders on time, and they have great responsive customer support. Now, everything is not always perfect, and so there are a few points that I would consider drawbacks with Take Profit Trader. I would say the 2 main ones: there is a trailing drawdown in the Pro and Pro Plus funded accounts. So this means the liquidation is going to trail unrealized gains. So when you're trading this, you have to be sure and really pay attention to not let your profits come back down. Because if you have a trade that goes a lot into profit, the trailing max drawdown is going to keep going up with the trade. And if you just start letting that trade and those profits just start coming back and giving those back, you're going to be closer to getting liquidated. So just make sure to secure those profits. Second, the hard daily loss limit rule. Like I said, there's other companies where if you hit the daily loss limit, you're just going to get frozen until the next day. And I actually like that rule because I think it saves a lot of people from blowing their accounts in one single day. But with Take Profit Trader, it is a hard set rule. So you do not want to hit your daily loss limit or you will fail the test. Then the next 2, are, you could consider them drawbacks, but they're pretty good compared to other companies. So 5 days to pass. I know there's some companies that allow you to pass in 1 or 2 days minimum. With them, 5 trading days is a pretty good balance. Other companies require 10 or even 14 days of trading. And then the consistency rule, which again, some companies have no consistency in their evaluations, but I think 50%, it's a pretty fair number. Some companies will require 20%. 50, I think, is not hard to achieve, especially if you need to trade 5 days. Okay? And now, just to give you an example of the speed of their payouts and how they process things. This is a screenshot. I'm logged into my dashboard here, and you can see I am in my wallet. This is the balance that I had at this moment now. And you can see there's a withdraw button. When you press that, you're just going to ask what amount you want. I believe the minimum amount for a withdrawal is $200, if I'm not mistaken. And also above 250, you don't pay any wire fee to request a withdrawal, because there is a fee if you request to take out a very small amount. So then you press withdraw, and then you're going to put the amount. And you can see here on December 15 and December 23rd, I made these two requests for these amounts that you see down here. And now let me take you to a screenshot of my email inbox here on Gmail. And you can see right here, I made it on the 15th and the 23rd. And look at this right here. I made it on the 15th. The very next day, I get an email saying your payout has been approved. And then I went in. Once it says it's approved, you're going to go back into your wallet to the approved payout section. And then you're just going to select how you want to get paid out. If you want bank ACH transfer for US customers, or you can get PayPal, you can get Wise. They have like 4 or 5 different payout methods for traders all over the world. So you can see I went in, requested the transfer on PayPal, and that very same day again, I get a confirmation that the payout was processed. And that very same day, I get an email from PayPal saying your payout of $1,130 has been sent. So you can see pretty much from the moment I requested a payout until it hit my bank account, it was about 2 business days for everything. And then the same up here. I made a request on December 23rd, right before a holiday, and literally the next day, I get an email from them saying your payout has been approved. I went, I selected my PayPal payout method, and then you can see 25th was a holiday, so that's why I did not get it the very next day. But then on December 26th, I get a message right here from PayPal that my payment was sent and my payment was processed. So you can see just their payout policy is really great, and the processing time on all their payouts is truly fast. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Again, remember code PABT for the best available discount at any time. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Good luck to everyone with their trading, and I will see you very soon on my next video.